Hello ladies, today another video and we're going to speak about wonderful woman Amal Clooney. Amal Clooney is a barrister specializing in international law and human rights, and she took a lot of cases actually to help people. She is this kind of woman who is not scared for fighting for their right. And on top of that she's very intelligent and wonderful human being. She also has absolutely amazing style, and that's what we're going to talk about today, about her beautiful style, about her, how she's dressing to work, how she's dressing every day. It's going to be a little bit of mix, a little bit different than normally I talk about particular outfits when it comes to elegant, famous elegant ladies, but this time we're going to just mix a little bit and talk overall on different outfits for different type of her life. Like I'm saying, sometimes business, sometimes more casual for everyday, or sometimes dating, more like a romantic style when she's going with her husband. So it's going to be obviously interesting. Okay, so let's start with this part of her life that she's actually famous for. So her being a lawyer, her being a businesswoman, her being a teacher as well, because she was for some period of time teaching as well other students international law. She obviously always dress for occasions, so you won't see her dress inappropriate for occasions. So that means that if when it comes to business, she's going to dress more official, she's going to dress more elegant. She's going to have maybe sometimes when she is in the room with, she knows that she's going to be in the room with lots of men, you will see that she's going to go for darker colors, just because she doesn't want to stand out, and she wants to feel that she is and she wants to show them as well that she's equal, and they need to obviously treat her serious. And that's why you need to always think what kind of as well colors you're wearing, especially in the industry like she is doing. There can be other as some kind of corporate as well industries when you have on high positions a lot of men as well, so you need to you don't want to really dress like some kind of girlish girl. You want to dress as a confident and high value woman as well, and that's why you need to choose appropriate garments for yourself. So when she dressed to work, she often chose very simple either dresses in front of knee or behind knees. She is dressing quite modest when it comes to work or business. And sometimes you might see that there will be more feminine textures, maybe more feminine designs. However, she doesn't add a lot of accessories. She doesn't go too much over the board. She is dressing elegant, classic, as an elegant woman, elegant lady she is, but she is not going to go crazy with maybe accessories when it comes to business or comes to work. Those she's going to leave for different type of occasions, and I think that's important to remember, that different type of occasions require from you different type of looks. When she dresses for work, you might often notice that she's carrying a bigger bag, she's having some kind of folders in her hand, or some kind of documents, some kind of papers, because obviously that's just her job. She carry a lot of things when it comes to cases. So that's as well the look you're going to notice, that she, even though she's wearing obviously elegant, classy, to work, she always going to have a little bit bigger bag that she can just fit everything, which is absolutely normal. When it comes to her everyday outfit, you can notice that then she can just play a little bit more with texture. She can go a little bit maybe shorter dresses, because she's actually one of those ladies that she is not scared of dressing a little bit shorter, on a shorter side, but she has such a beautiful legs as well. She's such a beautiful woman, then why not to show her attributes. And you can even see that she's wearing jeans, maybe sometimes even a ripped jeans, which obviously we don't really classify as elegant, but when she wants to be more just show that she's more in the casual vibe. She will then wear jeans, and then maybe she will just dress up with better shoes, some kind of nice jacket, and she's ready to go. She's also running a foundation with her husband. There's a lot of her life that include wearing all the time elegant, very classic, very feminine, but very official. So when you have actually a moment when you're all the time living in those kind of elegant clothes and very more like a strict clothes when it comes to your job, then when it comes to your free time, you want to have a little bit more, you want to feel a little bit more relaxed. And I completely understand that her job and who she is, it's such a big part of her being involved in many organizations that help people all over around the world. So she needs to dress obviously for those occasions. And when it comes to having just a day off for yourself, she obviously is still going to look as a classy and chic woman. When it comes to dating, because obviously she is married to George Clooney, they obviously still going for dates, and I love when they're going somewhere together and when some paparazzi or someone is taking pictures of them, you can always see how much in love they are and how much he is respecting her as well, which just shows you how big gentleman he is. And Amal Clooney mentioned that many times, that her husband is a big gentleman, and that's why she loves him as well, because he's a really good person and he treats her very well as well. And obviously she wouldn't, woman like that, a woman who is very, very high caliber woman, who is very high quality, she would never marry a man who wouldn't treat her right, which is obvious. When they going for holidays, she also tends to wear a lot of hats, which I love, obviously. I'm big on hats. And she allow herself to be a little bit more loose style, have loose dresses, has this kind of balance, like I'm said, in the life. So when there is a holiday, she just want to enjoy. She still look really chic, but she's not going to get crazy elegant. She want to obviously relax on holiday. She want to spend time with family, friends, which is important to her. And even when you see her and George Clooney next to her, you can see that he's very often wearing jeans, which obviously it's more allowed, I think, when it comes to elegance for men to wear jeans and then, let's say, a polo t-shirt or some kind of nice shirt. But actually George Clooney, even if they're going to restaurant, going dating, he very often wear a pair of jeans and maybe a jacket or something like this. So he is a little bit, I think, more on this casual side when it comes to dressing up, and she is still more obviously on the elegant style. And obviously, because George Clooney is a famous actor, he doesn't play so much like he played before, but we can still find him sometimes in cinemas. They obviously have some kind of responsibilities to go on different galas, to attend different events, and whenever they're going for some kind of event or have an evening like this, she always dressed to complete perfection. She is a tall woman and she's not scared to wear high heels as well, which is very nice, because many times you can find that women are scared to be taller than their partner, which is absolutely not right, because even if you're tall and your partner is shorter, then it's not a problem that he's going to be a little bit shorter than, again, it's just all, I think, about men's confidence. Some men are not confident enough to allow their partner to even wear higher heels, but some men, they don't really need to feel that woman, she can't go for high heels because he's going to feel like worse about this or anything. Like Tom Cruise, for example, there were so many cases that he was always wearing this kind of shoes, because he's quite short, shoes that make him this few inches taller, and his ex-wife, she couldn't really wear heels next to him because she's a tall woman as well. But that's the cases when the man obviously has some kind of problem with his length, but that's not the case with George Clooney. He is absolutely understand when even Amal Clooney want to be in high heels, and she will be a little bit taller than him, which I love. I love men who doesn't need this kind of doesn't need this kind of putting the partner down because they don't feel 100%. When it comes to George Clooney and Amal Clooney and their love story, it's really, really lovely. They knew each other 6 months, and then George Clooney proposed to Amal Clooney. And I'm going to try to find this video that he actually is talking about this.
First of all, I'm very, very happy for you. I'm happy that you're happy and married, which nobody thought you would get married. So,
including me.
I mean, really, you were adamant about that. You said you were not going to get married. So how long, and maybe you've been asked this before, but I don't know, when you met her, how long did it take for you to go, I'm actually going to marry her?
It's funny, we were talking about that today. I think about 6 months till I actually, thought I might pop the question. And it was one of those horrible moments. We didn't, we didn't talk about it. It wasn't like, oh, maybe we should get married or anything. I plotted the whole thing out. Had the ring hidden behind her. I had music playing. My Aunt Rosemary's gonna sing Why Shouldn't I? Everything was planned out. And I've cooked dinner, and she comes in, and she's just come back from London, and she's dressed up. Usually she'll dress up, and now she's like, well, maybe we'll just, order in. I go, no, I made dinner. And then, I've got it all set up, timed out, and the song is coming, and she gets up to go wash the dishes, which she's never done. And I'm like, what are you doing? Don't worry. And she comes back in. And finally, I said, I blew out the candle. I said, I think the lighter's in the box behind you. And she reaches around, she pulls out the box, and I've got just the ring sitting in there. And she pulls it out, and she looks at it, and she's like, it's a ring. Like somebody had left it there some other time. I don't know. I'm like, and I'm doing all the moves you can do with my face, like. And I got down on my knee and I said, I couldn't imagine spending the rest of my life without you. And she kept looking at her hand. She was looking at me and she's like, oh my God. And we now know because there was a playlist, so we know how long it actually took. And it's like 25 minutes. And I literally said, look, I hope the answer is yes, but I need an answer because, I'm 52 and I could throw out my hip pretty soon if I don't get an answer. And then she said, oh, yes.
Wow.
Which worked out really well.
Wow, it did. That's beautiful. That's amazing. And that it is a beautiful story because I'm sure she just assumed that'll never happen because everyone was very...
Well, it was one of those funny things. We, from the minute we met, we just hit it off. And from the minute we met, we sort of felt like we were going to be together.
Wow.
Yeah, I really like, I watched a lot of videos before I decided to make this video about her and him together, or her talking about him when he was getting an award for his actor career. And she really, when she was speaking about him, she said so many beautiful things. And you can really see how they look at each other, that there's so much love. And I remember that there was always kind of thinking that George Clooney, he's never going to get married because he was like partying and obviously not interested in this kind of serious relationships. But it just shows you when he found love of his life, when he found a woman that was so intelligent, so worthy, and he felt that he never really met anyone like this, then he couldn't resist, he didn't want her to be with anyone else. And that's what comes to as well marriage, that men proposing as well because they can't imagine life without this person. Okay, ladies, so this was quite, I think, short one. I love her. I feel like she is such a classic lady. She's like, I think, my number one when it comes to class and elegance. There are ladies that, obviously, I made the videos about Queen Latifah, Kate Middleton, and I still love their style. They're classic, very elegant as well. But what I like about Amal Clooney is that she didn't really marry anyone to be who she is. She is, obviously, Queen Latifah, she had a career as a lawyer, as a journalist as well, which I'm not saying, don't want to take anything from anyone. I'm just saying that Amal Clooney, she created herself before she met even George Clooney. So she's this kind of lady that she knows her worth. She's very intelligent. She's self-made, before she got married with George Clooney, she had like worth of 10 million. So she really didn't need a man to have something or achieve something. She just decided to marry him because she really loved him as well. And for me, she's just absolutely amazing. It's worth it to mention as well that her parents are well educated. Her mom is a politician, journalist, and her dad finished MBA. Just want to show you as well that in most situations, when your parents are well educated, the kids following their paths. So I think it's important for us, if we want to have as well planning children or want to have families, that we educate ourselves the best we can, and our children going to follow as well us, because that's what we want. We want to raise good humans, and we want to have humans who can actually take care of themselves as well and enjoy their life. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave it a thumbs up. I just want to mention as well, ladies, that I just created an Instagram, and I'm putting actually pictures of a lot of elegant ladies on Instagram. So if you're looking for some kind of outfit inspirations, I'm going to put there every day few pictures, and also some kind of quotes for you, just to motivate you as well to your journey towards better you. So if you want, you can follow my Instagram as well over there.